Iraqi pilgrims celebrating religious freedom. Tens of thousands from across the country, walking the final 45 miles from An-Najaf to Kerbala. Destination, the tomb of Hussein, a Muslim martyr killed more than 1,300 years ago, revered by Iraq's Shiite majority. Under Saddam Hussein's regime, only small numbers were permitted to make the trip in buses or trucks. 72-year-old Abd al-Sarah last attempted the walk 15 years ago. He only made it a few miles. The last time I tried to walk, Saddam Hussein threw me in prison for 3.5 months, he says. They hit me and cursed Allah and the Prophet Muhammad. And they told me because of my white beard and turban that I looked like Ayatollah Khomeini of Iran. Plumber Aziz Shwain is making the pilgrimage for the first time since age 13. We thank the Americans for getting rid of Saddam, but now they must leave our country and let our people govern themselves. Away from the march, in these dusty back streets of An-Najaf, a religious power play is underway. The cleric who can dominate the city and the holy shrine of Ali can expect to play a defining role in the social and political life of Iraq's Shiite Muslim majority. Two main rivals are in hiding. A third was murdered inside the shrine of Ali just after he returned from exile in London. Leaders here are tight-lipped on the identity of the killers, but they have little respect for returning exiles looking for power, especially if they're seen as too close to the British or Americans. I advise the Americans to stay away from the people, he says, and let them do whatever they want and not interfere with their inner feelings or thoughts or opinions. He represents the younger of the two main rivals, who himself is a lieutenant of an Iraqi Ayatollah currently living in Iran. This man carries a photo of Iran's Ayatollah Khomeini. He and those around him say they don't want American-style democracy, but one based on Islamic law. Aziz and many of his fellow Shiite marchers seem to agree. We want a government based on the rules of Islam. The way of Islam is good for us, he says. That could raise the spectre of some Iraqis using their freedom to forge closer ties with Iran, another member of what George Bush has dubbed the axis of evil. Karl Penhaul, CNN, An-Najaf, Iraq.